Let's try.
Sorry?
Story, absolutely. I'm even more prepared today. What do I call this? I don't know. The ship.
Ship.
The ship.
El barco.
Yeah, the ship. Doesn't help, does it? Okay? So, let's see.
Sheep también.
Sheep.
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 Okay.
Shit. Sheep.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
And many, many, many more. Yeah? Okay. There was a man who was very depressed, and his friend wanted to console him. So his friend told him the following story. There was a ship at sea, and there was a big storm. All the passengers were terrified because they thought they were going to die. In the ship, everybody was panicking when suddenly the weather changed and the sun shone. The passengers and crew were elated and they started to rejoice, spelling, they started to rejoice uncontrollably. The pilot, who was a man with many years' experience, said to them, calm down. Do not be so excited. You are overreacting. Overreacting. Remember, the next time things are bad, do not be so depressed. Because life is a mixture of ups and downs, of happiness and grief. Grief.
Crucero.
No, cruise.
Grief. Johan Grief.
Life is a mixture of ups and downs, of happiness and grief. From the context, it's all right. Come, give me some words.
Passengers.
Passengers. Friend, yes.
Man.
Stone.
Again?
Stone.
Stone.
Storm.
What's this word?
Storm.
Yes. What's a storm?
Storm, sí.
Yes. Storm.
Okay, gracias.
Okay, not a stone, a storm.
Yeah, storm.
The
Yeah.
weather changed.
Yes, the weather changed.
Story.
Suddenly.
Rejoice or Joyce. What do you thought? Or
Story.
Beer.
What did you say now?
Eh?
You said one.
¿Qué has dicho? Suddenly.
Ah, suddenly. Okay.
Depres.
Yes.
Rejoice
Yeah.
or Joyce.
Rejoice.
Rejoice. Happiness.
Yes. Happiness. And what's the opposite?
Reacting.
What's the opposite of happiness?
Happiness. Happiness.
Say again.
Grief.
Thank you very much.
What? What?
Grief.
Descontento.
Grief.
Life is a mixture of up and down, of happiness and
grief.
yes.
Yo-
Well done, Oscar. Thank you.
Lo opuesto a happy, ¿no?
So happy,
Muy feliz, eufórico, ¿no?
grief.
Triste.
Triste.
Infeliz.
Unhappy, sad.
Overreacting.
Infeliz.
Again?
Overreacting.
Oh, yes, please. Overreact. To react too much.
Reaccionar.
Too much. In excess.
En exceso.
Yeah, to overreact.
Oh, because
Una
Wait a
reacción
second.
excesiva.
Wait a second. Overreact. No? Okay.
Sí.
Double R E
ACT.
overreact.
Let me just check. I'm not sure if it's a double R or a single R. Yes, double R. Perfect. Overreact.
Exagerado.
So, but to react far too much, more than necessary. No, this-
Rejoice.
yes. Rejoice. Hey! To be very happy. To celebrate.
Very, very happy.
Celebrate. Yes.
De repente,
In a moment, suddenly the weather changed.
Depresivo.
Oh, I'm so depressed. Oh, my life. No, okay, depressed.
Depresivo.
To feel sad.
Triste, sí.
Grief, depression. Similar. Okay.
the man, you empiezas, begin, the man,
There was a man.
no, there
Yeah.
was-
Okay. Wait a second. Yeah.
There was
Wait a
a
second.
man.
That's fine, Laura. There was a man.
pero aquí falta algo, ¿no?
So this, no, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. No. If you start like that, you've got full words, no problem.
Terrified.
Terrified, yes. Terrified.
Terrorífico.
Terrified. Very frightened. Terrified. From terror.
Terror.
Yeah, terror.
Terrorífico entonces.
So,
O asustadísimo. o
very frightened, yes.
very frightened. Asustado, muy asustado.
Muy asustado.
So, let's see. If there is a lion in here, how do you feel? A lion. Blech. How do you feel? Happy? Oh, terrified. Okay. Now this is really good. So, me again. You ready? Okay.
Pasajeros, ¿verdad?
Passengers. There was a man.
Pasajeros.
Passengers.
There was a man. He was very depressed, and his friend wanted to console him. So, the friend told him this story. There was, thank you, it's a story in a story.
Okay.
There was a ship. Okay. The ship was in a big storm. The passengers were terrified. They thought they were going to die.
Okay.
They thought they were going to die. They panicked. There was panic everywhere. Suddenly, the weather changed, and the sun came out, and the passengers and the crew rejoiced. They were ecstatic.
Ecstatic.
Very happy.
Claro.
Ecstatic. But the pilot, who was a man of many years' experience, said, "Calm down, relax, be less happy, and next time the situation is bad, be less depressed. Do not panic, because life is a mixture of ups and downs, of happiness and grief."
The life.
Life.
The life. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This
Yeah?
is it.
Ah!
No, it's easy. It's
Se ha
easy.
sabido a poco.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave Oscar to go. Victoria, talk to me. Be careful.
What is
todo, ¿no?
rejoice?
Yes,
What is rejoice?
to be happy, to celebrate. Yeah?
Muy feliz, eufórico.
There was a man, he is depressed.
Depressed, yes.
Depressed. He has a friend. Her friend tell a history.
Good.
The history said there is a ship in the storm.
Good.
The passengers are terrified.
Terrified. Good.
Terrified, and the passenger thinks was died. No, will Will was dying. No, Will was, es una barbaridad.
Wait.
Will died.
Continue, and I'll come back.
Vale. And suddenly the weather changed
Good.
and shine the sun.
Okay.
The passengers are very happy and rejoice.
Thank you.
But the captain
Okay.
said, relax,
Good.
no very rejoice,
Okay.
but the life unas veces sometimes you are happy, you are rejoice.
You've rejoiced.
Rejoice. In the sea now storm after good time.
Yeah. So let's see. The beginning is fine. At the end, it's a little. But what am I going to say? 92%.
Yeah.
You've got the story. The story's there. So let's try. Number one, history.
No, story.
Carlos V. The war in Cuba. History. No. Stories.
Story.
Story, once upon a time.
Mm-hmm.
History. King Charles I, blah, 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 blah. Okay?
Okay.
Another easy one as well. You said, shines the sun. Shines the sun. Shines the sun.
The sun shines.
Yeah.
El sol brilló.
You need the subject verb. The sun shines. Okay, yeah. The passengers think will die. That's much better than at the beginning.
Yeah. The passengers. Claro, pensaban que iban a morir.
Yeah, but in English.
Los pasajeros morirán.
No, pensaban o creían que
Ah.
iban a morir.
The passengers think.
¿Eh?
Thought.
Thought.
Bueno, pero...
They.
Ah, que ellos
Ah,
iban a
they.
morir.
The passengers think. Sorry. They. The passengers think
Pensaban que ellos iban a morir.
they will die. They are going to die.
They will die.
Faltaba el sujeto ahí.
Claro.
Yeah, you just need a subject. In English, that subject, you need a subject.
Okay.
Sí.
That was fine. Well done. So, me again. The ship. There was a man. The man was depressed. His friend wanted to console him. So, the friend told him this story. There was a ship. The ship was in a terrible storm. the passengers were terrified because they thought they were going to die. There was panic everywhere. Suddenly, the weather changed, and the passengers started to rejoice frenetically. They were very, very happy. They were ecstatic. And the pilot, not the captain, but it's fine. It's
Pilot?
fine.
Pilot?
The pilot. A pilot is a person who directs a boat into the port. Yeah? Okay. Generally in an aeroplane. Yeah. The pilot, who was a man of many years' experience, said, "Relax, calm down. Don't be so happy. It's good, but not so good. And in the future, remember, if things are bad, don't be depressed easily. Because life is a mixture of up and down, happiness and grief."
Okay.
Life is a mixture of up and down, of happiness and grief. Yeah? We'll say, gee.
There was a man that was very depressed. Their friend
Yeah, it's singular.
want to calm,
To calm would be
Consuelo.
console.
And he told a story.
Good.
The story was about a man that go in a ship.
Okay, that
Goes a ship.
in a ship.
And there was a terrible storm.
Good.
The passenger was panic and very asustados and very terrified.
Now this is complicated.
Okay. Suddenly the weather changed and the sunshine. The people or the passengers began to be rejoice and very happiness
And very happy.
happiness.
So happiness is a noun. I feel happiness.
Okay.
I am happy.
Okay.
Happiness, well, intangible, but a thing.
The passengers begin to be rejoice and happy.
Okay, yes.
The pilot saw the situation and he decided speak the passengers and told. It's good that the weather change is good, but we have careful because my experience show sometimes the
Life.
life down and up, change down, change up, and you can change the happy grief.
Okay. Happiness, grief.
Grief.
Yes, all of the story. Good. Right, where do I start? Rejoice, a verb. To rejoice only, verb. The passengers rejoiced.
The passengers to rejoice.
Well, rejoice, lose
Rejoice.
to. Yeah,
Okay.
Good. Let's do first this one. We have careful because
We are have
Nosotros tenemos.
cuidado porque to get careful.
to
Get
be.
to be.
We have to, notice, have to, necessary, important, imperative, have to, must. We must be careful because.
Careful.
Entonces,
Careful, with care. We must.
Cuidadoso.
Yeah.
Entonces,
Though, so. Yeah?
we have to careful.
We have to be careful.
To be. To have. We have to be careful, or we must be careful.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Porque con más no va el tú.
Yeah, exactly. Now the difficult one.
Okay.
So,
Sí, we must be.
very terrified.
Is that?
Yeah. Let's try this. Yes. Excellent. Very excellent.
No.
Try it in Spanish.
Muy excelente. No, excelente, sí.
Extremely.
Extremadamente excelente.
Yeah. So, let's see. Frightened,
Asustado.
very. Terrified, absolutely. Okay, this is quite hard. Terrified is a maximum. You can't be very maximum. You can only be very on a scale. Very big, but absolutely enormous. So these adjectives, some are extreme, freezing, enormous, abysmal.
Abismo.
Abysmal. Okay, these are extreme, absolutely, completely, not very. But big, expensive, very, different level, big. Enormous, absolutely, okay? It's quite a complex idea. Oscar, talk to me.
There was a man who was very depressed, and his friend wanted to console him.
Good.
And the friend told him the following story.
The following
story. There was a sheep, and the sheep was
Yeah.
There was a sheep and the sheep was in a big storm.
Okay.
The people was terrified and think they were going to die.
Good.
There was panic everywhere.
Good.
Suddenly the weather changed, the sun raised, and the people was starting to rejoice.
Good.
And then the pilot said, calm down.
Fine.
Don't be, you're overreacting.
Good.
Don't be depressed easily in the future, because the life is a mixture of ups and downs, of happiness and grief.
Really good. Now close the book.
Again,
Yeah. And
slowly.
it's good fast, but people will understand more slowly. Again.
Una cuestión. Calm
Calm.
down.
Calm down. Relax.
Pero down.
Calm down. Relax.
Vale.
Calm down. Relax.
There was a man who was very, very depressed,
Okay.
and his friend wanted to console him
Good.
and tell him the whole story.
Good.
There was a ship. The ship was in a big storm.
Good.
The people was depressed, and there was panic everywhere.
Yes, I love it.
Suddenly, the weather changed, the sun rise, and the people was starting to rejoice.
Okay.
Then the pilot said,
Good.
"Calm down. You are overreacting.
Yes.
Don't be afraid easily in the future,
Yes.
because life is a mixture of ups and downs, of happiness and grief."
When the book was closed,
Mhm.
it was 50% better. Yeah?
Yeah.
And I think everyone understood you better. Really good. Really good.
And Oscar told the sun rain.
So, rise. Okay, first thing is he's not... Rise and raise. The first time you said raise,
And the
the second
second
time you said rise.
Rise.
Okay, both of these are go up. But raise, you have control. Rise, you don't have control.
Okay.
I raise my hand, I have control. Raise. I rise your hand. I'm bigger than you.
Okay.
Okay.
Es controlar.
To increase with control, increase no control. For example, you work. Your boss raises your pay. He raises your... Well, probably not, but... He has control. He says, yes, I increase your pay. But for you, your pay rises because you don't have control. The government increases taxes, but you experience a rise. With the sun, you don't have control. So the sun rises, not raises.
Rises, raises.
Yeah.
Rise, raise.
Rise, raise.
Rise, raise.
No, that's quite a complex one as well.
But the story there, the sun shines.
The sun rises above the clouds. For example, remember with these stories there are a million routes from A to B.
Overreacting?
Overreact. Here we go again. Overreact.
Ya.
Exagerado era.
Lo he leído así ya.
Yes. Yes.
Ah, pero es que...
Laura.
There was a man. There was a man. A man was depressed.
Okay. Depressed.
Depressed. The man was a friend, and the friend tell the story. There was a ship.
Good.
There was a ship, and was a big storm. The passenger was terrified and had a panic. Suddenly, the weather changed and the sun shines.
Good.
The passenger was very happy.
Good.
And the pilot say the people, don't calm down.
Yes.
Because my experience say that the life up, life down.
Life goes up.
Goes up.
Life goes down.
Life goes down. And your overreacting is not good. Isn't good.
Overreacting isn't good. I like that. You've changed the position, but the whole is good.
Mm.
Yeah. Your overreacting is no good. Life is happiness and sadness. That was really good. From you, that's the best yet. Every time, a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. Yes. 2 questions. First thing you said, the man was a friend. No.
El hombre era un amigo. No.
You said there was a man. The man was a friend. No.
Had.
Thank you. Had. The man had a friend. Okay. And the second one, which you did as well. Yeah. The passengers was.
Where?
Passengers are plural. Were.
Yes.
Were. Yes. Okay.
Were, no where.
Were. Yeah. Were. Amor.
The history is about a man depressed. His friend tell him a story because he consoled it.
He wanted to console him.
He wanted to console him.
Lovely.
And the story is about the sheep.
Okay, the ship.
Sheep. This sheep in the sea started strong, and the passengers was terrified. The passengers were terrified.
Good.
Because they think they will die.
Good.
Suddenly, the weather changes. The sun shines.
Yes.
And the passengers rejoice. React.
Okay, they overreact, yeah.
the pilot was a man expected,
Okay. Experienced.
experienced, said to the passengers, the weather is better, is good, the weather is good,
Mm-hmm.
don't strong is good, but but the life is good and bad,
Mm-hmm.
but but we can't be, we can't to be,
We can't be.
we can't be rejoice and terrified.
You're, at the end, you're in trouble here. So, the sun shone, and you were a little bit here as well. The sun shone, and the passengers rejoiced. The passengers were very happy. The pilot, an experienced man, said, "Don't overreact. Don't be too happy." Okay? And remember, in the future, if things are bad, don't overreact. Because life is good and bad, up and down. Oscar, again.
There was a man who was very depressed,
So, very...
who
Depressed.
was very depressed, and his friend wanted to console him and tell him the following story.
Good.
There was a sheep, and the sheep was
Chips o patata frita,
Yeah.
¿no?
Ships. I love chips. Ships are a different question. Yeah.
Ship.
Ship and chip.
the sheep.
Ooh, if I get 10 minutes alone with you.
And the sheep the sheep was in a big storm. The people was terrified because they think they were going to die. There was panic everywhere. Suddenly the weather changed. The